All right, guys, 2 minutes with Harry. I want to talk about interest rates. Recently, I think Freddie Mac had a report come out over the weekend, and the Mortgage Brokers Association also had a report. Keep in mind, these are for residential mortgages. Commercial mortgage rates are a little harder to follow on a weekly basis, only because we're tied to different indexes, whereas residential is pretty much based off of prime. A weaker than expected jobs report from the Labor Department, coupled with continuous decreases in consumer spending, has all but assured a rate cut coming up in September. So what does that mean? In anticipation of a rate cut, we can actually already see rates moving. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage dropped to 6.47 from 6.73 in the last week. The 1 week change is more than 0.25%. A year ago, the average rate for a 30-year fixed was 6.96. The 1 year change is almost half a point, 50 basis points. That's the 30-year. The 15-year, the average rate for the 15-year is even better, was 5.63, down from 5.9 a week ago. And the rate on the 15-year was 6.34 a year ago, which translates into a 1 week change of 0.36% and a 1 year change of 0.71. So a year ago, or as of yesterday, compared to a year ago, 15-year mortgage is down almost 3/4 of a point. Okay. Most important stat there is the last bullet point. Applications to refi rose 16% last week for the previous week. Week over week increase of 16%. I think that's the second largest increase in the last 2 years. Okay. What does that say? They are already factoring in these rate cuts that are coming into the market now. As a matter of fact, a lot of the economists said that we probably should have had a rate cut in July, which, may have contributed to the market volatility the last week or two. So all but assured, barring something catastrophic happening, we're going to see a pretty substantial rate cut in September. The CEO of Bank of America yesterday came out and said that we have achieved, for all intents and purposes, we have achieved this coveted soft landing, and they are no longer, anticipating the possibility of a recession. They are actually forecasting almost 1.5 points of rate cuts in 25, in addition to whatever will happen this year. So the market's turning, guys. The point of this is it's turning, and it's after a few grueling years, it's finally turning in our favor. So let's make sure we're in the best position to take advantage of this. It's going to come fast. I've been a part of 3 downturns already, and like I mentioned to some of the guys here, when it's on the downside, it's a trickle. But when it turns upward, the floodgates open. It can take a quarter, a summer, and things just explode. So let's make sure we are in the best position to take advantage of it. And I wanted to start off the week with cautious optimism. Let's start off the month with some good news and, end the year with a bang.